Hi guys, this is Tube here, and welcome to a discussion about Scourge and Jayfeather from the Warrior Cat books on Iron Hunter. So let's start with Scourge, or Scourge, or whatever you want to call it. So Scourge was quite evil character. Well, we assume this depending on how he killed Tiger Star and put one Firestar's lives and stuff like that. In the actual book, he's seen as evil, but as we go into the manga, we actually discover that Scourge was never really evil. He was always just he just wanted to discover his dreams, but his dreams weren't there. He always got bullied by his siblings, and he felt like the world just gave up on him. But then he thought he'd turn into this thing. He didn't want to, but it was just how fate brought him. So yeah, poor Scourge kinda got infected by this kinda like curse. He joined Blood Clan, etc, etc. You know the story. If you don't, then I recommend not watching this. You've already watched it now, so yep. No. I have no idea what that was. Yeah, so as we see, Scourge used to be tiny, so it's tiny. Who's this reminding you of? Jayfeather. And you're probably thinking, like, what? You do not make sense at all. Well, when you think about it, I am making sense. Because before Scourge turned into Scourge, when he was tiny, Tiny always wanted to show himself that just because he was small, it didn't matter. That he could accomplish as much as any other cat, like Jayfeather, or Jaykit, because we don't really know about Jaykit's blindness for a while, and we just assume that Jaykit's just like the other cats, and just small, and he can do whatever he wants, and that doesn't matter. But Scourge is the same if you think about it. Just because Scourge is small, he always got judged. People felt sorry for him, and he always got sympathy. And although Scourge's siblings were horrible compared to Jayfeather's siblings, what about if Jayfeather's siblings would have been like Scourge's siblings? Maybe it would have turned out the same. Just think about the power of three and Jayfeather wanting to control the stars. Jayfeather was never happy. He always wanted to go beyond his own territory. He wanted to go past Star Clan, past all the other clans, go into this tribe, and he has a relationship with a stick. That's a bit stupid, really, but yeah, Tiny's kind of the same. You know, they were both blind. Tiny was blind because Tiny didn't know what was right in front of him. Tiny just thought that because he was not doing right in the world and nobody liked him pretty much, well, what he didn't understand is people did like him, and they just felt sorry for him. But he became bloodthirsty for that. Unlike Jayfeather, who managed to control this. Jayfeather was physically blind, while Scourge was blind in, like, act and theory, but Scourge controlled it better, didn't control it as much as Jayfeather. If Jayfeather wouldn't have controlled his blindness and his act of rage and power, then he probably would have turned out like Scourge. So yeah, they're pretty similar in a way. And just because they took two different paths doesn't mean they could have ended up the same. If Tiny would have worked hard enough, then Tiny could have ended up like Jayfeather. But he didn't. You see, Tiny never, ever tried to accomplish his task. He never fought back, and that's why he always failed. But it's not just that. It's the fact that poor Tiny didn't understand. the end. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on this stuff. Bye.